While fans celebrate their victory, several controversial moments have also taken centre stage, once again sparking heated debates and doubts about the BWF's rules and enforcement standards. Today, let's break down these incidents. The first incident occurred during the group stage match between Indonesia and Denmark. In the opening mixed doubles match, at a critical moment, Denmark's Jesper Toft hit a shot that was clearly out of bounds. However, the umpire immediately called a fault on Indonesia, and his explanation was baffling. His racket touched the shuttle before it landed, the umpire claimed, accusing Indonesia's Rinov Rivaldi of a fault and awarding the first game directly to Denmark. Slow-motion replays clearly showed that Rinov Rivaldi's racket never came close to the shuttle. It was nowhere near a fault. Facing such an unreasonable call, the Indonesian team naturally fought back, with players and coaches confronting the tournament referee supervisor.
Well, that is not the kind of thoughts that you want to have moving into the second game. Very controversial end to that first game.
But as is typical with BWF umpires, their decisions are often final, leaving no room for correction, no matter how absurd the call. After losing the first game, Indonesia managed to win the second, but ultimately fell to the Danish pair. This was also the only match Indonesia lost in that group stage tie. The incident quickly became a hot topic online. The Indonesian Badminton Association promptly submitted a protest letter to the BWF demanding an investigation. Meanwhile, the Danish pair, Jesper Toft and Amalie Magalund, who benefited from the misjudgment, became targets of criticism from Indonesian fans, with many flocking to their social media to leave negative comments. A similar misjudgment also affected Canadian player Michelle Lee. During her match, the service judge accused her of touching the net. A fault that forced her to accept the penalty. Beyond the professionalism of umpires, the BWF's lack of support for athletes and the fairness of rule enforcement have also come under scrutiny. On the final day of the Sudirman Cup, during the opening mixed doubles match between defending champions China and Korea, controversies erupted one after another. China received both a yellow and a red card during the match. First, Feng Yanjie from China was shown a yellow card, warning for using a cold spray he brought onto the court without the umpire's permission during the match. Then, after the second game, Chinese Huang Dongping requested to visit the restroom.
是我先是跟裁判请示后，我需要离场去上洗手间，然后并且我得到裁判的允许。
A few minutes later, Huang returned to the court. But the umpire issued her a yellow card for undue delay.
Lose a point.
Yep.
According to BWF rules, a second yellow card results in a red card, meaning a point was directly awarded to Korea. This decision sparked outrage from the Chinese team and the on-site crowd.
And I understand that it's the rules. I just feel that the rules are not good enough.
But who should be held accountable for this incident? Let's first listen to the exchange between Huang Dongping and the umpire. According to BWF rules, the interval between games is 2 minutes. When Huang Dongping requested to leave the court, about 1 minute of the interval had already passed. The umpire agreed to give her 1 additional minute to use the restroom. However, Huang took about a minute and a half, 30 seconds longer than agreed.
我以为我的这个时间内是算在间歇2分钟以外的时间。回来以后，裁判就给了一张红牌，然后并且罚了1分。
Procedurally, the umpire's penalty for delaying the match aligns with the rules.
从我的视角看，我会觉得稍微有一点，不太有人情味儿，对不对？但是
This highlights the issue of umpires' flexibility in enforcing rules. In fact, a similar controversy arose at this year's All England Open. Scottish's women's singles player Kirsty Gilmore, also due to physiological needs, requested to use the restroom during an interval. This time, Kirsty took over 2 minutes, and the umpire issued her a yellow card as well.
I think no person with a uterus wants to stand in front of a few thousand people and tell a person with a microphone that they are actively bleeding. Like, that's not something that someone will choose to do unless it's a real emergency.
However, what differed was that the BWF, after considering the nature of the incident, lifted the penalty against Kirsty Gilmore 2 weeks later. These two incidents reveal that expecting female athletes to change sanitary products, use the restroom, and return to the court within 2 minutes is nearly impossible. The BWF lacks contingency measures for such situations and has not provided umpires with relevant training, leading to inconsistent enforcement standards among umpires. This mirrors the service rule issues we discussed in our last video. As a result, many have called for the BWF to revise its rules to address these situations. Quoting Kirsty Gilmore from her interview, "I'm not asking for special treatment. I just want the rules to reflect reality so all players can compete in a fair and respectful environment." Whether it's the professionalism of umpires or the numerous loopholes in the rules, all signs point to systemic management issues within the BWF. If the BWF continues to sidestep reform and disregard the demands and opinions of players and the public, its slogan of enhancing the value of badminton will ring hollow. What do you think about this? Feel free to leave your comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.